Hip hop, what's good? It's your boy Jamel Lamar. So today I gotta be a little fresh. I gotta be extra. You know, whenever I'm get around my Harlem folk, I gotta get a little fresh. Yeah, I gotta drip extra. So I ain't gotta introduce the homie. He actually a long time homie, man. I know him since he was in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then my uncle known him since he was probably younger than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about Harlem's icy gang, very own, the boy with the drip. We talking about SNS. What's good?
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
Long time coming. I'm glad to be here.
Let me first say first and foremost, because it's like a OG or older brother talking to younger brother, man.
Absolutely.
Proud of
I appreciate it, man.
Damn
that
thing
means I'm definitely doing what I gotta do.
Man, listen, it's crazy like this to see the development.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember when you was producing, you was doing the beats.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea about spitting. I had but then lo and behold, I hear a track and I'm like, yo, who that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My cousin Dom Luis, shout out to Dom Luis.
Yeah.
He tells me like, yo, that's SNS. I'm like, oh, he going places. he going places.
Nah, big shout out to my bro.
But how I feel, man, like I mean, the feeling of the come up, as well as you walking through the hood or you walking through any of the tribe borough, and like, yo, SNS, man, they want to do the selfie. They want to like, yo, can I be in your next video?
Yeah.
I mean, what's that feeling for you?
Hey, man, I can't even trash. It felt better than money at times, man. You know what I mean? I can't even lie to you. Like, it's just like I be bragging about that while the artists be bragging about, their views and stuff like that. Cause I be like, yo, you could have 100,000 views and all a million views. If you got 100,000 views and you walk through New York City and nobody stop you, man, something ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just be taking that. Even when I feel like I'm at like a low point, and if I ever had a thought in my head, it'd be like, I don't want to do this shit no more. It'd be the love that I get, you feel me? That just be like, nah, I gotta make some more heat and keep on pushing, because I love it. Like, I love the vibes that I be getting, man. I love the fact that New York really showed me love, you know what I'm saying? The fact that I could walk in anywhere and there's gonna be some people that know me in there, you know what I'm saying? And they asking me questions, good questions. Like, I know that they know what's up with me. I love that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love it.
And that's what it is, man. New York support is on, whether a lot of people believe it or not.
Yeah.
New York support is on.
Yeah, I want to shout out all the people that support me, man. I love all y'all. Y'all don't understand.
And I can dig it. Now, for a lot of people who don't know, and if you don't know this, you need to get smacked with a piece of vinyl. But for all you know, you're not a first generation hip hop. I don't say artist, but and as far as the hip hop culture, you're not first generation. You're actually second generation.
Yes.
Your dad, shout out to DJ SNS.
Yeah. I
trust me, I did a couple of joints where he tore down some of these clubs, and that's when I was a young promoter.
Yeah.
Now, something I'm gonna shout out for an interview too. But for you as a second generation hip hop, artist, what do you feel is more pressure for artists that's second generation than it is for artists that's like they just coming out, they doing it on their own with no help or nobody before them?
Well, for me, I don't know how everybody else's journey is, but I know for me it's actually been harder for me than the average artist, because you got people where like they feel that my pops is saying these things just because he's my pops, you know what I'm saying? So they'll downplay it because they're like, well, that's something I expect you to say because that's your father, that's your son. But when they get around me and they hear the music and they hear how I'm talking, they know like I'm living up to all the hype that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it comes that, but at this point, I don't even be trying to convince them no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you gonna have that regardless. Just like King Combs, he gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? Because of his father is. You know what I'm saying? People not gonna give him a fair shot in the beginning because they feel like you're having things handed to you. Little do they know he gonna have to grind, and he's still gonna grind. He's still dropping projects and things like that. So, it's that versus, and also it's who my pops is. I'm not downplaying who my pops is, but you know, compared to him versus like a Master P with Lil Romeo and a Diddy with King Combs, it's not the same level or the same type of people. You know what I'm saying? So that comes into play as well. Because I'm pretty sure maybe if I did have somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, things probably would be different, especially with the music that I'm dropping. It would be different. But, you know, I loved it. I love the road. I love the journey that I did take because, you know what I mean, I could laugh at this at the end of the day and be like, yo, I put me here. You know what I'm saying? And my father definitely helped. I'm his son, but he'd tell you himself, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't know about none of these interviews today until I told him.
I gotta tell you, like, something, like, I remember maybe about a few months ago, I was heading out to this party out in Brooklyn. Shout out to DJ Tone B. So she threw on the joint.
The love come down.
She threw on the love come down. She threw on the joint. When I mean, I swear to God, Brooklyn, like, you know, usually Brooklyn, we run parties. But for that, maybe 2 minutes, she spun that record. It looked like straight Harlem.
And this is a couple months ago.
This is about I would say a couple months, more like a couple weeks.
A couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Let's add in the fact that Love Come Down came out 2 years ago. So the fact that a couple weeks ago, it was still rocking the club. That tell you something. That's something a lot of rappers don't even got. They got that first record that'll do that.
Listen, I ain't had an Uptown Shake battle. And I couldn't say how long. But I got challenged. I was like, I'll be damned. Listen, I got people in Esplanade Gardens.
Yes,
I know
EG, man.
I know what I do. I had to embarrass somebody and told a motherfucker too, but you know, he didn't know what I got. No, I know.
You know the vibes, we know what's up.
But let's talk about She Loves Me, She Loves Me Not. New project you're doing, you got out right now. Yeah. Complete fucking fire. And I'm saying it that way. Complete fucking fire. One of my favorites. And shout to the boy Max B. But that's one of my joints. Max B vibes.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Like, it's like, I'm like, oh man, I'd have gave anything for like Max B to been out right now. And for that track to be released. I could imagine in a remix.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything or any kind of like message from Max B in regards to that track?
Well, not his messaging, but I know that, I know his girl. I know his baby moms. Okay. I know his manager right now, Top Black, shout out to my dog. I know his old manager, Gillette, Harlem Matriarch. And I know his aunt, Miss V, who she lived right next to where me and Dom went to school at. So she watched me grow up as well. She knows good and well like that Max influenced me a lot. So all of them, they all told me that they gonna play the record for him on his own time. Yeah. So they probably did, you know what I'm saying? And when he come home, I didn't want it. I want him to be not want him to be in jail. Nobody wants him to be in jail, but I'm kind of glad I'm starting to rock with it now while he's in the can. So he has no choice but to just hear it and stuff like that. Once I start moving on it, I'm waiting until the video come back to really start moving on it. You know what I'm saying? But when I start going crazy with it, you know what I mean? I wanted to have no choice but to hear him, French, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? And just hear the vibe, because also, what you already know who Max B is, but to the next person who don't know who Max B is and would interview me, they're gonna ask me some things about Max B. Now with French, it's kind of taboo, just like my pop speaking on me, him speaking on Max B is kind of taboo for him to do that. People still probably wouldn't give Max the full credit because it's him, it's French saying it, and it's like, yo, that's your man, we expect you to say these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody like me who's influenced by him and who's a fan of his music, who don't know him personally, but I just did it because I'm a fan of his music and because I was in that vibe one time. I was listening to porno music, and you know, I'm like, yo, man, I feel like if I just drop this, if I just do a vibe where I think people gonna rock with this, and believe you me, man, like, yo, I done performed this record a couple places, and it shook the building, and it's a lot of people's favorite record. So that's why I've been getting this. That's the sign that I've been getting. Like, a lot of people that I've been playing this specific record for, they're like, yo, this is a hit. So I'm like, right there, I'm like super hyped. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's I just like the whole project itself.
Yeah, well, the project itself is just a vibe. It's
Harlem. I can't say no more than that.
And it challenged me. Ain't no artist in my position. The spitters ain't really doing nothing like that. You feel me? They not trying to do nothing like that because that ain't in their lane. But that's what I enjoy. I like to do things to where people think that I got a lane. I be telling certain producers like, yo, bro, if you think that you got a certain type of beats that you gonna send me, scratch it out your head and send me whatever. Send me anything, because you might not know what you're gonna get out of these records. You might get something that might be top 40. You know what I'm saying? And from me, and you ain't think that. You thought you was gonna send me this trap beat and I was gonna do this. I might curve this trap beat that you sent me, and you got this pop beat that you just sent me, and I go crazy on that. You feel me? But the love and the influence that I got on Max B, because Max B done rapped on records like the Estelle track that he, take me up if you wanna go somewhere. So that helped me, like, with my range of beats, because his range of beats was just all over the place. When he do records like Where Do I Go, like all that type of stuff, and then do the Bury Me in My Gucci's, and then do Henny and all those type. He could do the street stuff, but then when he do records like Chicka Ow, Ow, like that right there, man.
I mean, like,
that's what that helped me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like it just challenged me, because I ain't never do nothing like that before ever. So it's like, let me drop something for Valentine's Day. Let me do something for, you know what I mean, for the ladies and for the couples, because I don't think people do that. And I'm like, you know, especially spitters. So I'm like, and then you think like a label, one day they be like, all right, we got this record from you. That's what's the next single. I could play this whole project from them and tell you pick one. I mean, 2 or 3. I tell you right now, my first 5 listens to the whole project, straight through. Yeah.
And that's because, you know, don't get me wrong, born and raised Brooklyn, shout out to BK, I know I love y'all to death. But my second home is Harlem.
Absolutely.
That's because it's just always been, it's like, and the best way I can always say it, it's like Jay and Dame in their good days.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they were together, it's like, that's something, that's the 2 boroughs you never want to.
Yeah, but see, my mom from BK, so I had time in Brooklyn. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to 1st grade and 2nd grade in BK. You feel me? So I don't know too much in it, because I ain't come outside out there. I'm gonna come clean. Like, that's not my area. But you know what I'm saying? I know a little bit about it because my mom's, like, for me, she's from BK. You know what I'm saying? So and her brothers are from BK.
Shout out to all y'all, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She from Flatbush, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, she over there with the oxtail.
Yeah, she Trinidadian, so you know how that goes.
She Trinity. Oh, man.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
I know the Parkway be a problem.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's where I think I ate my first roti at, is, like, in BK.
Well, you ate at the right place, man.
The right place, you know what I'm saying?
Right place, man. Flatbush.
Like, I don't be knowing nothing. That's what I really, if I tell you, that's the main thing I could say I know for sure about BK is them rotis. Rotis is heat. I ain't gonna lie, the rotis is on point.
Man. If y'all ever in BK, if you never been to New York, when you do come, you stop by Brooklyn, and you want that Caribbean vibe, Flatbush. You got to.
I'm not gonna
I can
lie,
tell you a couple of spots, but we're gonna do a couple of interviews. But what made you say, I want to release something Valentine's Day? I want to release something for, because me I'm a lazy man, just like you know that. You know. But what made you say, all right, you know what? For the ladies and then for the swag or the cool motherfuckers, I want to do something for. You know what I mean? Like what just said?
I think it was just that mindset right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, I never dropped a project on Valentine's Day, and I feel like, you know, I'm like, you know, let me drop. This wasn't a project that I knew I was gonna be like, you know, 100% letting it define me. You know, my just my artistry, but this was for my fans that already, you know, fans of me and know what I do, that I could step out my comfort zone. This wasn't like really trying to gain some new fans or nothing like that. This was, you know, a vibe for my fan base, and I'm like, yo, I ain't never do this, and I just was challenging myself, because after a while when I'm dropping projects, they not the same records, but it's like the themes kind of be relatable, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I wanted to just do something different, outlandish, like, you know what I'm saying? Something that wouldn't even be up my alley to some people who are fans of me would think like, oh, this I didn't even see this coming from us, you know what I'm saying? So that was how I approached it, and then you know, but a record that had dropped before the project was called Turn It Up. It started like moving, so I couldn't do the certain rollouts that I wanted to do for this project because I still didn't know for sure if I was gonna put this project out. But I'm like, yo, you know, I got a couple of female tracks that's like sitting here. You know what I mean? I still got some that I ain't get to put on there. Like, I just held them, but, you know, I'm like, yo, let me put this vibe together for them, you know what I'm saying? And this would be able to put my Max B Vibes record on there because I put Max B Vibes on, like, a previous project called Not a Humble Summer, and it was a lot of people's favorites. But at that time, I had a song called Nasty Work with Dave East that was doing this thing, so I couldn't really... That and a record with John Quay called Started. So I had both of those records doing this thing, so I couldn't really do the Max B Vibe how I wanted to do it. And I just had it on there just in case somebody was to try to come out with this type of song, and not everybody know that I had this before them. You know what I'm saying? Because this wasn't even in y'all mind. Like, everybody else was trying to do, everybody else be auto-tuning it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got like a handful of auto-tune records I could count on my hand because I don't really do those like that. But I do that on purpose because I know that's what the game is drowning with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know if I do it once in a blue, you're going to appreciate it from me more versus if I just do it a bunch of times. Like, you ain't going to like it from me. And I'm a spitter, so if I do that and turn to this, it look like I'm forcing it. So that's why I also I don't do them like that. But I be walking to certain studios, and they already got the auto-tune set up. I'm like, yo, bro, turn that off, bro. I don't even do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I goes the Bigger Vel way. And then when they hear me do my choruses and stuff like that, then they understand. Some people still don't be knowing, so I'll say, for them who don't know Max, I'll say 50 Cent, because 50 is another one who influenced me when it comes to like choruses of the melody type, you know what I mean? It was Max B mainly, but also 50 Cent.
Now right now with the hip hop culture, I would say like, you know, and you know, no disrespect to the mumble rap, because I have a bunch of mumble rap artists I like, songs and so on. But as right now, you see you always see the evolution within the hip hop culture where transition happens. Mm-hmm. Now, right now, it seems like the transition has happened back to, you know, the lyrically, you know, like damaging. So? Me personally, because if you look at it, look at the artists that are just killing it right now. You got J. Cole. You got
kind of been out for almost 10 years.
I mean, yeah, but it's still of now the whole culture. If you see it, that's what's grabbing attention. Look at the kid. Well, he's been out for a while too, but Chris Classic. He just released. Even with yourself and King Combs, you guys are spitting some shit, and it's like now it's going back to what hip hop was originally known for. You gotta go bar for bar in the worst way, or just look like a lame. Yeah,
I want to give a lot of credit of that to like for New York. As far as New York, I gotta give a lot of credit to Davies, the Troy Aves, those type of guys, because wow, it was a lot of like Southern type of bass music going on right there. They took a stand to be like, this is what I'm doing right here. And they made that their foundation, and it became appreciative. Like, of course, their grind is slower than the average, you know what I'm saying, because of the music that they got. It's not appreciated as much. That's why I said, do you think so? Because of a J. Cole, he came out in 2011, maybe 2010. We were still appreciating certain type of music that is not appreciative right now. Like a Meek Mill, I'm a Boss, at that time worked, but would you think it would have worked now, right now? Like, I don't know. You feel me? Because
that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we were still appreciating certain music at the time. Like, and I was just talking to my guy Jack Doe about like with MOP. I said, I think MOP at the time, they came out at the right time with Annie Up and stuff like that, because that was appreciated at that time. Could they have came out with that type of record right now? No. I think the closest person that does that type of music would be Casanova. You know what I'm saying? The closest person to that type of MOP, that wild, gritty type of style right there, I would give it to Casanova. You know what I'm saying? And even his grind is still kind of like slow, because he's sticking to what he knows. He's breaking out. He's doing like the 2 a.m. record, and that's working, but you ain't catching him just singing all damn day and then trying to, you know what I mean, trying to be something he ain't, you know what I'm saying? And when you stick to your roots right now in New York, it's kind of a slow grind, because what's popular is the trap and all that. But me personally, I feel like it's more melodic right now in the game than lyrics. But I do see certain people being appreciative to people's lyrics. Like I'm glad we took like the mumble rap title off of artists like Kodak Black, because I wanted people to like when I first heard Kodak Black, that's not what I thought about him at all. You feel me? But I felt like it was. But then again,
he was different.
I be telling people like this too, like the older generation. Older generation is very hypocritical, but you know why they get away with a lot of hypocritical statements? Because the younger generation don't know the history, so they can't pull their cards on the hypocritical statements that they make, and B, they don't even be caring. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm that bridging the gap, so I know both. So in the older generation, we talking about the way they dress, I'll point them to people like Kwame and people, you know what I'm saying? And people like Digital Underground and you know what I'm saying? Those people, those artists. And then when they talk about mumble rap, I'm gonna talk about, well, the first song was hip hop, hip hop, you don't stop. And then Brucey B was bomb diggy bomb, the dang diggy diggy. That's how they started their raps. Am I lying? Am I right or wrong?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So when I pull that type of card, they be like, you can't really say nothing then. You feel me? Because it's like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all appreciated that, and they appreciate this. So you know what I mean? You ain't gotta listen to this. You can press fast forward, or you can skip it. When you was coming up, this is what was playing on the radio when you was coming up. Now it ain't there no more. It's what they doing right now. I don't like all they stuff. My brother plays me 500 rappers every day, and they all sing. I only like 8 each. You feel me? You know what I mean? I tell them that. You feel me? I'm like, oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna play me all these guys. They sound the same. They sing auto-tune. They do all the same thing. I'm only gonna like 8 of them. If that, I might not like all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because what be the difference? You know what I'm saying? And then you ask some of these artists today, you be like, yo, what's gonna make you stand out? They say the same thing. I'm the voice of the streets. I'm talking stuff that really living, and this is, bro, everybody doing that, champ. That don't mean you sound good. You feel me? So that be the thing right there. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'll be that bridge in the gap to be able to have that type of conversation, because a lot of the young guys, they don't care and they don't know the history. And
that's one. Listen to this brother when he says this. No, don't get me wrong. You can have your preference.
Yeah.
I don't like every single artist in hip hop.
Yeah, me neither.
I have my favorites.
I don't like certain rappers that's super nice. Yeah. I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? I don't like them. I be feeling like some of them be boring to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like Cannabis growing up. I thought he was boring. You know what I'm saying? To be totally honest, I did not like him, but I knew he was nice. I will never say he could not rap. He can rap his ass off, but I just don't like his music. Everybody in Harlem loved Big L. I'm probably the only Harlem person that didn't really enjoy Big L like that, because I ain't like his beats. Ooh, I thought he could rap. Nah, I'm just being honest. But I was a Wu-Tang fan at this time.
I'm saying we got good relationships with Vina Love. We don't want her coming after us, because you know me and her had to go back and forth. I said Biggie was better than Big L. She's ready to choke me out. But
that's her thing. You feel me? I ain't. You feel me? She can say that, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, bro, I thought Biggie was better than Big L. You feel me? But Big L is Vina, your own people. But I ain't gonna lie, that's me, bro. I'll call my pops right now and ask him who was better, Biggie or Big L. My pops will say Biggie. That's a Hall of icon right there. He doesn't think nobody's better than Biggie.
That was true. I don't know. It's you always have that.
But I'm just showing so people don't think of I gotta stick with the Harlem guys because they're Harlem. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm just saying that. You feel me? Like, my pops will tell you that he doesn't think nobody is the only person he will give to you will probably be another Brooklyn nigga, which is Jay.
You know what? I was listening to Juvenile the other day. He was doing an interview, and he was saying that back in the day when Jay-Z did the remix, he said everybody in New Orleans hated it because they were Tupac fans.
And Tupac ain't like Jay-Z.
And Tupac ain't like Jay.
Now watch this. I can name you 5 rappers, me personally, that I feel are better rappers than Tupac. But I like Tupac. I never thought he was better.
I'm ready for you.
I never thought he was better. I never thought he was better than Biggie to me in rapping.
Okay.
Rapping, no, I don't never think he was better than Biggie. I never thought he was better than Method Man. I never thought he was better than Biggie. I never thought he was better than Method Man. I really ain't think he was a better rapper than Snoop, to be totally honest. And I never thought he was a better rapper than DMX. And I definitely don't think he's a better rapper than Jay-Z. Now, make better music? Maybe. But better rapper? I don't think he's better rapper than those 5. I can name more. I can name people like Eminem. I can name some other rappers. But to me personally, if I say y'all rap on the same beat, who gonna sound better? When we had Biggie say I got 7 Mac 11s about 838 996, and him and Pop rapped on that same beat, who was better, bro?
Nah, I'm saying B.I.G. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest. You feel me? And I love Pop, but I'm just saying that so people saying like. I just wanted to not get on track. I just wanted people to take that whole mumble rap thing off people like Kodak Black, because that boy got a message. And if you hear him, he got a message, bro. The boy said, you don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus piece? Your favorite rappers don't even talk about stuff like that. If you don't believe in Jesus, why you got one? Only person I heard said something close to that was Nas.
That's what they say. Listen, just don't listen to the beat. Don't listen to the hook.
Bro, that boy got a message, bro. I can only vouch for like him and a couple other artists, but not too many. Like he got a message. You know what it be? It's because we East Coast people and we can't understand some of these guys because they got an accent, and then they be having grills in their mouth, which make talk a little different. And then the beat and the flow be different. So then it's like it be hard to understand some of these guys. But then some of these guys do be just mumbling.
But you know
just
what?
Be saying nothing.
At the same time, too, in that same aspect, we're sort of a little bit of a hypocrite because not everybody can understand what Buju be saying or what Mr. Vegas be saying, but they be
I never understood what reggae... Nobody on... I think I understand maybe 2 words... or 3 words out of that whole song, but it sound good and I like it. And that's reggae.
And it gets you whining on the women.
And what's the difference from that than them? They from the South. They already got an accent. They feel we got an accent. They feel the super lyrical stuff is too much. They not listening to that. They not listening to that. The Southern artists, the Southern people, a lot of them guys were not listening to that. They most lyrical artists to me would be Andre 3000, a Scarface, a T.I., a Lil Wayne, a Rick Ross, Luda. I should have named him early because he spit better than some of these guys I named. But I think that's it right there. Am I missing somebody?
Not at all, man.
Like lyrical, like rap, like that can spit, like lyrically inclined, Southern artists.
I say the one person you might have missed is B.O.B.
Oh, he's from Atlanta. Well, he's newer. I was kind of thinking about the guy, the vets and stuff like that. I wasn't thinking about like the newer guys because then there's some guys now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. J. Cole is technically from the South. Yeah. He's from North Carolina. Yeah. He raps better than a lot of guys. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like.
Well, it's a couple of the other new ones.
Lil Wayne.
When you listen to
Lil Wayne is from Louisiana. He's a lot of guys' favorite rapper. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I said Scarface too. That's a. You guys don't know your history, man. So
let's change up a little bit. Now, everybody knows you, and I mean knows you. Everybody that knows you as a producer, songwriter, lyricist. I mean, all of that. You're heading into Hollywood. And I said it like that because it's like he went at LeBron. he doing a LeBron movie. He going to Hollywood. You started to do a few movies or television projects, man. Tell us a little bit about that transition because it's one thing to be a hip hop artist. It's another thing to be an actor.
Absolutely. Well, honestly, like I'm working on this movie. It's damn near done. The editing process is damn near done. So it'll be out before the summer. But it's called Love Me Now Before They All Love Me. I had dropped the project in 2017. Like Love Come Down was on it. It was called Love Me Now Before They All Love Me. And at that time, like 2016, I would say it was like a standstill point in my career where like I felt like certain records wasn't hitting that I felt like they should. I wasn't making as much moves as I thought I was. You know what I mean? You always got that period where you feel like you down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I fell off. I felt like I was just at a standstill. I felt like I wasn't progressing. And then at that time, I just started seeing a lot of people's true colors. A lot of people that was close to me. A lot of people that weren't close to me but said they was rooting for me. You know what I mean? When things got a little iffy, you know what I'm saying? They just turned their backs. A lot of people did a lot of talking behind the back. A lot of people did a lot of not answering their phone calls. A lot of people just did a lot of not throwing up my music no more. Not a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So I was it made me a little angry, but I didn't take it out on nobody. I think that's just the confidence in myself. But I knew, I'm like, all right, you turning your back on the wrong one. You feel me? On the wrong one. And even in my standstill part of my career, I still did like BET Music Matters and stuff like that, and then did Breakfast Club. Like that stuff you can't even pay to get on. These artists still ain't even doing. So, but you know, I still felt like, you know, I wasn't progressing as much. So, but towards the end of 2016, I had a record called Bag Talk. Now, before I dropped it, I said, yo, once I drop this record, it's no break. Also in 2016, I did take a little break as well, because I needed to live. Like, I felt like I was just rapping and recording, and things started sounding repetitive to me. Yeah. And I wasn't living, you know what I'm saying? So, I needed to live more, you feel me? My man Job always told me, like, childhood friend, Job always told me, like, yo, you gotta live life to have a story to tell. So, you know, and that's just how I always, ever since, that's how I moved, you know what I'm saying? So, I just felt like I needed a little break, you know what I'm saying? And just focus on me. And then when I had Bag Talk, but when I took that little break, that's when everybody started doing that little, you know what I mean? But it's so crazy. Nobody knew I took a break because I had enough music to not do nothing and just put out. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that. Still to this day. I got a project waiting for the summer. It's not out. And I don't know if I'm for sure dropping it enough, but I know I got enough records that damn near half of it.
You got something back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, so that's how I felt at the time. But once Bag Talk dropped, everything changed. People started because Flex was starting to go crazy. He was trying at least twice a night sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So people started to double back. And then that was like October. Love Come Down started going viral in December, November. Yeah. I put the vocals on it and dropped it January 5th. So from there to there, everybody started trying to be my best friend. And from Love Come Down on, it was like, I just seen everybody hitting me. People that didn't even have my number hit me. So I'm like, I needed the name of the project. And I felt like Love Me Now Before They All Love Me was the best thing to name it. It became a lifestyle to me. And I still feel like that till this day. So I be feeling that with certain people. Like when me and Jack Doe said certain meetings, I be telling them, like, yo, for me, my main thing, I just be like, love me now before they all love me. Cause you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to see your love when everybody else do it. You know what I'm saying? When everybody else showing me.
Shout out to the boy Jack Doe, man. That's actually one of my brothers. Mm-hmm. Me and Jack Doe came up in the industry when we was both young. Like he did the TV stuff before me, but you know what I mean? So I kind of sampled them a little bit. Don't tell them. Kind of sampled them a little bit. And you know, now I'm doing this, but me and him still, like, he need me, I need him, man. We rock it. Actually, he made this whole interview happen, man. Yeah, so shout out to the boy Jack Doe.
I call him the Jack of all trades, and he was like, this is not a nickname that I say to him, but I say to everybody else, like, he was like the missing link for me. Mm-hmm. Like, he's like the missing link. If I ever felt like I was missing something, it was like somebody that was able to, like, well, one, I couldn't have nobody represent me and not share that same vision that I got, you feel me? And we had conversations where we shared that same vision. He know I ain't just some young, know nothing type of kid or thinking I'm just gonna take anything to get on. Yeah. He know that. I done told him I done had certain opportunities where I just didn't go for because they didn't make me feel right. And he'd be like, yo, don't look at it as a loss, you know what I'm saying? And even till this day, you know what I'm saying? So with that, I felt, and you know, he got his own certain connections in the industry, and his vibe, and he just know how to speak to people, you know what I'm saying, as well. And you know, like I said, man, it's a lot of ends with that. He's the jack of all trades, no pun intended.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Like he always says, we ain't playing checkers.
We playing chess, man. It's chess, not checkers. And that right there, like, you know what I'm saying, and that we really moving like that, like, you know what I'm saying, Bro got me on a real killing spree right now. So you know that's the type of time we on, and he keep me spearheaded and he keep me on my game right now. I'm
a little upset though, man. You know, he didn't give me an offer to manage me, and we know each other for years. He didn't say like, yo, what up, man? I manage you too.
It was so crazy. He reached out. You know what I'm saying? I told him I had a manager. You know what I'm saying? But I told him, like, you know, my manager was my man, and I taught him stuff. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And he still needed, you know, guidance. So, you know what I mean, from somebody that was experienced and things like that. His his expertise was his talk game. My manager, his talk game, he was able to get a lot of contacts, a lot of things done for me just because he know how to talk to people. But he had more. So once he came on the board along with my guy, he's still teaching my manager something. So he's the man. You know what I mean?
Listen, that's the brother. Like, if I see him somewhere, I'm like, alright, I gotta start moving real quick.
Absolutely.
But that's my bro. If I got it, he got it. And if I know he got it, I got it. So, you know what I mean? Once again, man, Jack Doe, the homie, man.
Yeah,
but
we gave you your segment on this already, champ.
Now we gonna do my favorite part of the show, man.
Yeah.
I gotta kind of get, because you know this is a part of the show where I ask several questions about the hip hop culture.
Mm-hmm.
There can be no, it can only be one primary answer, and that can't be no. Well, I got several one of those. No. We don't do that here on One on Hip Hop. You gotta have that primary number one person, thing, whatever I ask. Okay. So the first question is, who to you is the greatest MC of? Man, goddamn, that's quick. Leslie, did he just hit the Guinness Book of Records? How he answered that question?
Yes, he did.
He Guinness Book of Records. All right, so we gonna go to the second question. The greatest female MC.
Eve.
Really?
In my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Eve. That's the first time anybody's ever answered Eve.
Yeah. Eve.
And I've interviewed, Red Alert. I've interviewed,
I don't think people give her enough credit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think people, I love Lauren. Yeah. You know, that's like a.
We get a lot of that.
Of course. That's like a female Drake. That's like a female Drake. She do both. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, somebody gonna say that, bro. But
we get a lot of Lauren.
I love Eve, man. Like, Eve had, bro. She had the spunk. She had the demeanor. She had the lyrics. She had it all. To me personally.
Yeah, and I hope she come out with something new sometime soon.
She got a billionaire husband, man.
What that mean? You still got to kick it with the culture?
She on TV now.
Shit, Jay-Z got how many companies? He ain't got to rap no more, but he still delivers something to the culture.
Can't have everybody ain't Hove.
That's a fact.
That's why he the greatest. That's why I named him instantly.
I can't be mad.
Everybody ain't Hove. Sometimes, I'm not saying Eve can't, because I feel like she can, but sometimes maybe some people want to leave out on top. Don't want to come back and then tarnish their legacy when they came back and they didn't come back as strong as we remember them as. And now you got to add that along to your resume. We can't exclude that part.
I could dig it.
You know what I'm saying? Some people want to leave on that note. So you know what I mean? Maybe it's that type of vibe. And she on TV now. That TV money a little different. People, she know just like everybody else know that's a legend. You ain't making the same type of money that you was making before with that rap. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
If that's you know what I mean? If she making that bag on multiple, I ain't mad at her. Get your money, Eve, and you still my favorite rapper, still till this day, as far as females. Ain't no rapper better than you. I mean, me personally. But then my new generation would be Nicki. But of all time, it's Eve. If I still have to compare, if I have to choose one, it's gonna be Eve.
I can dig it. So we're gonna go to the next one. Top hip hop group of all time.
Woo.
I knew that was coming, and that's the number one answer everybody seems to answer. Woo.
But they the reason I listen to rap. Mm-hmm. You feel me? They the reason why I make music. They the reason why I listen to music, rap music. Period. Wu-Tang. Method Man was my hero. Before it was hoes around, but like Method Man had the juice, bro. I just wanted to be everything like Meth, bro. I ain't start being on whole time until his third album. You know what I mean? But I had to Cal first, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna throw a new one in here because I kind of forget you are a hip hop. You was raised in hip hop. So I got
none of this is my father's liking too. I bought my own albums, bought my own mixtapes. I did all this.
I gotta throw something. Mm-hmm. Top hip hop album of all time.
Woo! Now that's hard for me. That's hard. But it's a toss-up, and if I gotta choose right now, I'm gonna just say the Blueprint, bro. But I'm gonna say the Blueprint. But if I'm gonna say the Blueprint. But shooing for that would have been Get Rich or Die Trying for me.
Really?
I loved it.
Like, because you got albums like Illmatic, Life After Death, Even Ready to Die.
I like Big, but when Big was out,
yeah,
I know, because that's the album I was listening to when I was growing up. I ain't gonna lie. But I love the takeover. I love the takeover. I love All I Need. I love the Blueprint, bro. And mind y'all, I didn't even buy the Blueprint when it came out. I bought Ghetto Fabulous, because they dropped the same day. You know what I'm saying? But my mom's bought the Blueprint, so I was still good. You feel me? I still listen to it. But I gave my buy to Fab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean.
I'm gonna give you one more. And this is the one that always hits everybody. We even have Red Alert Stump. You couldn't answer this. Top freestyle of all time outside of yourself.
Oh man, top freestyle. Okay,
the greatest freestyle you've ever heard of all time.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's out of 3, so I gotta chop them down. Cause
we only taking one.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, I can answer this. So let me just think about my 3.
Go ahead. Listen, I get everybody. They tell you, I get everybody. It's one question, I'm going to get everybody.
Ooh, that right there. Woo-wee. Older said some stuff. Big said some stuff. Banks said some stuff. Oh my God, that's what I'm thinking about right now when I'm saying that, bro. Banks. That's the first person that came in my head. As soon as I said top freestyle, I thought about what Banks done did to Hot 97. I'm not gonna lie. He done said some stuff in my life that I can't unforget. I can't not forget, bro.
It's a lot of them now. You got my son,
Yeah, my son said some stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Oh man.
You can't forget about Eminem. When you talk about freestyles, that's one dude you can never forget.
Eminem. Never. Oh man. Oh, bro, he just got me right now. You got me with one of the questions.
What we can do is
I'm gonna go with this, man. Don't quote.
All right.
I'm going with Banks, bro. I'm going with Banks, man. I'm going with Banks.
Banks and Hot 97 Flex.
Yeah, I'm going with Banks.
Flex, you know what? Flex, that might be the first time you've ever gotten on Hip Hop with that, man. We come at you for that interview too.
We think about because it's like even the mixtapes, right? Even like mixtape.
Yeah, I know. We talk about just one freestyle period.
Straight freestyle.
One straight freestyle.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. It's out of Banks in that freestyle that Hov said on you playing the game too. When he came at Game and Cassidy, when he said, "Do not use my verse on y'all records, man." He said the 36 floors, they call me the Dot. Woo! On that Grammy Family beat. Oh man, I'm thinking about a freestyle better than that. So that's what I'm thinking, bro. Only person that's coming in my head is now that you said is Banks, bro, and Eminem, bro. But if I say M, I gotta think about the freestyle, and I don't remember which freestyle to give to him off rip. So that's why I'm not giving it to M. If I knew one off the top of my head that I would say, because it would be one of them shits on Green Lantern. It would probably go to Green Lantern tape, but.
Ooh, shout out to Green Lantern. I ain't heard of Green Lantern tape in a minute.
I know your history, youngins, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Banks, bro. I'm gonna have to give it to Banks, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Banks, bro.
Listen, man, y'all heard it here. You know what? I'll wait the day I can actually pop that.
Wait a minute. Cam had a fire Big Tigger basement freestyle when he said my AK was my AKA before my ABCs and got me A-OK. Nah.
I thought I was safe. I thought I was safe. I thought we got him, but I guess we didn't. He pulled one. Cause I remember that freestyle.
Oh man.
I remember that freestyle.
Yo, I'm giving it. Yo, bro, I'm sorry. I know it might have changed, but I gotta go with that right now, bro. I gotta go that right now.
Hold on, what about BC going at us?
Wait, see, I wasn't gonna count the beef ones, the ones when they was dissing each other. Cause then you gotta count Kiss. Then you gotta count Kiss, and then you gotta, bro. Nah, I forgot about Kiss.
Listen, we got him going off
no, Kiss. That's hands down. Sorry. No, sorry. Hands down. Jada Kiss.
We got him going crazy.
And it might be, it's either my Flex freestyle when Styles was in jail, Or was Styles in jail when he said the real man shouldn't have to say no homo?
Nah,
Was Styles in jail or was Styles home for that? He was home for that?
He was home, yeah.
He was home.
Is that freestyle or the Cosmic Cab freestyle when he said, I tell you one thing, hip hop is not dead? The one that he did on, he was supposed to do on the cypher, but he did a full blown one on Cosmic Cab. It's out of that. But whichever one is gonna be Jadakiss, I'm gonna give it to Jadakiss. I'm so sorry.
We gonna relax your brain, man.
Yeah,
but listen,
because then I'm thinking about Cassidy and what Cassidy done did to Hot 97, bro. All his freestyles, bro. Oh, Wayne, bro, Wayne.
We giving y'all.
Yo, bro, I'm giving it to Kiss, bro. That's it. Hands down.
We giving y'all a bunch of stuff to go through. Put your
Kiss, bro.
Let them know where they can listen, where they can reach out to you, where they can watch you. Where they can watch you their little
Yo, man, on all social medias, SNS_IcyGang, ICYGANG. Just search me on all the streaming platforms. I'm there. She Loves Me Not. Project is out right now. New Move Me, Love Me Now Before They All Love Me is coming soon. It's on some Get Rich or Die Trying vibe with a little bit of you're gonna see, man. It's very, very dope. It's gonna have some familiar faces in there. So you're gonna enjoy it. New single, Max B Vibes, you know what I mean, on all streaming platforms. Video coming very soon. I'm about to start going crazy with the record, so you're gonna start seeing it on the radio. It's not on the radio by choice, you dig? You know what I mean? But best believe it will be. When I get the video back. So that video coming soon. Turn It Up video is coming soon. Me and Jack Doe got some prison reform movements we working on. Yeah, man. New music coming, new music on the way. Not a Humble Summer 2 is coming, man.
Any shows coming up?
Yeah, I got a show with my guy Spades in somewhere in the Bronx. I forgot the name of it, but I just did like 4 shows in the past week or 2, week and a half. So you know what I'm saying. I'm booked and busy, man. We playing chess, not checkers. You know what I mean?
You dig? I know you do. So you know what I do, how I do. I do it like I do it for radio, video, and
TV
too. So you know what I mean? That sounds good because I didn't even think he was gonna say it. I was waiting for him, but I just
said that
get
to my pops today. Like we was talking about, I do it like I'm doing it for TV, man. He's like, it's that Harlem talk, man.
Well, it's Brooklyn too, but One on Hip Hop. Once again, it's me, Jamel Lamar. Sitting here with the boy SNS, Icy Gang.
Hello.
We gonna see you when we see you.
All right.
And please don't, and hope we don't hate you.